Yo,
Yo, yo.
what's up?
Hey, Captain. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh, excellent. Oh yeah, we got to crack open the drink. Crack open the drinks here.
Yeah,
What are you nipping on there?
Diet Coke. Yeah,
I got my daily dose of poison
nice.
venom. Yeah.
Let me, all right. So what's up, man?
So I've just been doing the same old like you, training and recovering this week. Getting ready to hopefully pull this weekend up in West Virginia at practice. So, what
Nice.
about you?
Just training, I think I'm having a couple guys come over tomorrow. Nothing crazy, but you know, getting some table time in.
Is it mostly the guys who have to pull you two handed, or do you have anybody who can pull one handed with you yet?
I have a guy that can pull one-handed with me now, especially in
Nice,
a hook. Yeah,
good deal.
yeah. It's just the
So
two of us for now.
tell us about where Nanya's whereabouts and his your missing companion tonight.
I don't know. He'll be here soon, I think. Yeah, he didn't say
Excellent.
any. Yeah, we were just talking 15 minutes ago.
Is there any footage of him from that Vitacell event? I haven't seen him pulling on any of the videos, so I was looking for that.
I I saw him practicing on a pizza box with Craig Tullier, but that's about it.
Oh wow, okay.
He pulled the arm wrestling whisperer too, but I don't know if they got that on camera. Yeah.
Yeah, the only footage I saw, I didn't see the pizza box thing, but I saw him standing in the background, and that was about it on one video. But
Right.
anyway, oh, I saw your flyer for your Winter Blast match. That's a nice flyer
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting.
on your page there.
Oh, let's see Cam Dennett in the chat here. Pretender about to go for a ride at Winter Blast. Nice, nice.
Yeah, I
You
noticed his. Did you notice his comment on your community page? He said you're going to have to wrestle. It'll be a hard day. You're going to have to wrestle a real arm wrestler. Was
oh
his
wow.
little snide comment there?
Wow.
But what defines a real? There's a question for you, Captain. What defines a real arm wrestler?
Hmm. I don't know. It's a tough call. I know it defines a pro arm wrestler, but I don't know about real.
I
You
think
know,
you're real. You step up to the table. You've declared your intent to arm wrestle, and you're as real as anybody. So
Ryan is
that's
having
all.
trouble here. He's having some sensory issues.
Oh, what do you call it? It triggers epilepsy in some people.
Yeah. I'll, uh, I'll go back to the I Spy book background. Look at that. There we go.
There you go.
Tranquil. So, did you watch East versus West?
I did. I'm guilty. I did not, but I watched the results, and I think the only ones I was surprised with were, well, I was surprised that Todd Hutchings lost, but that was about it.
Yeah, that was
Um,
pretty sad.
I was
John,
also surprised at how much stronger Irakli is than I thought. He was pretty dominant. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying that John made me pretty sad watching him up there. Like I don't know, just looked pretty weak.
Yeah, so he's different than I am. I would retire when I was more on top instead of just getting battered there at the end. But
Right.
to each their own, you know.
Yeah. Let's see where Nanya's at. Let me check my phone here.
Yeah.
He's online, so maybe he's just trying to find a good spot with Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that intro is awesome, Captain. Voodoo
yeah, you
just
like
pointed
that?
it out in the chat. How did you do that?
I bought it. Yeah, there's this band I like called the Black Angels, and they would always like on their tour posters, they would put that the visual artist was part of the band that would do the backing imagery. So I reached out to him and had him make some stuff for the channel.
So you sent him a video of you standing there and sort of moving, and he laid a background over?
Yeah, I had to put a green screen up, and he edited it. But all the like static, all the regular visuals without me are from him too.
Okay.
What's up?
Aloha.
There he is.
Howdy.
Aloha.
Where's Earl at?
Oh, Earl, he had to go back to his family.
All right.
Get tired of that son of a bitch after a while. I can only deal with him for like a week or two.
Yeah. What you eating there?
So I'm getting ready to ask you a bunch of questions, and you're going to start eating, so you have to talk with your mouth full, but whatever. First off,
I browned the butter first. Threw in some spices, some red pepper in there. Got some green peppers.
Is there any footage other than you pulling with Craig Toulier in a cardboard box? Is there any footage of you from Vitacell that I could check out on any known channels?
I don't know. It's when I started pulling the Whisperer. Conveniently, his camera girl put the camera down. But I don't think I didn't record. I've realized one thing. I don't got weird camera guy energy in me whatsoever. Like I followed CT Fletcher for a while. I talked to him on the couch when I was waiting for my stem cells for like 3 hours. I never asked him for a picture. It's just not in my nature. So yeah, as far as that, like I guess I need to have like a body cam, like a cop or something, holding the phone or like setting up the phone or all that. It just seems like unnatural and like not my.
I got you.
If I had Pro and I just clicked it on and had it recording, I feel like that would be more natural in my speed.
I will make one up. I did see you there on Alex Top Roll's channel. You're standing in the background talking with Auden, and I was surprised at your height and your stature and your frame. You're a lot bigger than you seem on camera, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. I get that a lot, and I don't know. I guess I look at myself on camera and in pictures. I guess to say it's like the Devin Lorette thing. Like I'm a grower, not a shower. So like once I get pumped up, my veins are going. Like I'm my natural size. But like you see Devin, he looks small sometimes when he's cold. And
deflated versus inflated. I understand.
Yeah.
So what's your weight now? Are you going to the 220 class or what's up with that?
Oh no, I'm 198 right now. I was 215. I was 215 2 weeks ago. I'm 198 right now. So pretty much
okay.
Water weight and like some fat. But my diet's a lot more clean right now. And I just realized like, unless I'm going to be doing, if I was on steroids, I'd be a good 225. But natural, I'm a 200. I'm a 190 to 200 dude. That's why 176 is going to be the sweet spot after I handle Paul Italia.
176.
Yeah, dude. Cut? All right, Broderson. I was over the summer. I was 185. That's nothing. I was 185 without cutting or really dieting too much. I can diet down to 180, no problem.
Damn. Okay.
And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. Like how I look, how like sometimes I look small. It's like I have the body type to be, 200, 225 enhanced if I want to, but I also could make 176 a lot easier than other guys around my size. Like
awesome, man. It sounds like you've got a heck of a game plan going into this whole thing. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Dave Shell?
Dave.
Nothing much. Just noticed you weren't expecting a very big turnout for your practice this week, so I guess I won't show up.
Yeah, don't do that. There probably be like 3 people there.
Especially since I already have a practice tomorrow. But keep me in mind if you get a decent group there on a Monday, I'll show up.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep trying.
In fact, if Chris wanted to get himself to Allentown, I'd haul him the rest of the way. Is that friendly on me?
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice.
All right.
All right, Nanya, since you met both of the guys, What do you think about Auden versus the Whisper? I'll tell you my opinion afterwards, but you tell me since you got firsthand evidence meeting both of them.
Auden, clean sweep, Auden.
It's a total mismatch. He's so much bigger, taller, heavier, everything. Like,
well, put it to you this way. This is how it went down. The person I pulled the most and was actually close to me, like everyone else I pulled, it's like, oh, holy shit. Like Daniel, like Craig Tullier and Greg Grundy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do nothing against them motherfuckers. So when me and Whisperer got on the table, it was like, oh, all right, here we go. Anyway, after Auden saw me pulling with the Whisperer, he figured out that I'm the guy facing Paul, and he immediately said, oh, you're going to kill Paul after he see me on the table with the Whisperer. And I seen Auden and the Whisperer pulling before and after. So I pulled with Dustin Hyatt and the Whisperer at the same time. Dustin was pulling with Auden and the Whisperer. So we all kind of got like a little understanding for each other and where we're at.
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you right now, like, yeah, Auden's gonna. It's easy for Auden, and then no disrespect,
that's why.
But he's a small guy. He's like 165 pounds.
I know. That's why I don't understand. It seems like just a bad mismatch, and people can't see that. So I don't even know why they're having it, unless it's a publicity match.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Auden's got to be like 210, 215, I reckon.
Right.
I don't know.
And he looked like an inch taller than you, even.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, he is.
Like
Yeah.
solid 6'1" guy.
So,
Anyway.
hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Dave or David?
Either one. I always
Okay.
say Dave is friendlier. I say Dave at tournaments because I'm hard of hearing, and when you say Dave, I don't know if they said Dave or Steve or something. But
Okay. What's your favorite song, Dave?
what's my favorite what?
Favorite song?
Song?
Yeah.
I'm not the person to ask that. Modern music is like, I'm more classical
Hey.
music.
What's your favorite song out of all songs created? There's no timeline he gave you.
I'd have to think about it. I don't have a favorite is my answer. I'd have to give that some
Okay.
thought.
That is a hard question. Just
We
throw
can do a
somebody
top
there.
5.
Dave, let me rephrase this question. What was your favorite band when you were younger and still had some virility in your system where you gave a fuck about music and emotions and feelings? What was your favorite band?
Well, the only concert I was at, which was at Clarion, was Sha Na Na.
Shannon.
Nice.
Before our time, Dave.
Yeah, Shana
How
Na. Classic.
about like Beach Boys or anything like that?
Well, Beach Boys was a little bit before my time too. I mean, that's more of a 50s and very early 60s.
Otis Redding. About some Otis Redding.
I couldn't tell you a single song that Otis Redding.
What about Rush? Do you band Rush?
I have no idea. I mean,
I just want to say,
I mean, when I was in college, Beatles, Abbey, like Beatles in. When I was in college, it was basically the Beatles in like the Abbey Road era.
Oh, so 60s and 70s music was your
So,
growing up.
Rally, devil worship music is what you liked. Gotcha.
I just want to say for the record, I hate Rush. So
All right.
Oh,
there we go.
Crazy about him, but I'm just trying to feel Dave out here.
Yeah.
No, like I say, Beatles were at that time.
I think Dave. I think I know who Dave. I think I know one of Dave's favorite bands. It is best bands ever.
Let me tell you this: when they started a Carrier Current AM station at the college when I was there, and at first a lot of the people that staffed it were the newspaper people, including me. And to be honest with you, when I had my disc jockey session, I played top 40 because I basically did not know enough to, really go beyond that.
Hey, Captain, did you share this in the simulation group?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Hey, if any of you simulation motherfuckers are in here, click on the link. Somebody post the link. Join the show. Tell us about the simulation you're trapped in. We really want to hear about it. What's up, Yak?
Your mic
Gentlemen,
is muted.
good day.
What's up,
Yeah, what's
Kyle?
up?
Gentlemen, how are you?
We're good.
What's the hot topic today, gentlemen?
Turn your volume up a little bit.
Mine? Let me see.
Yeah.
Any better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I said, gentlemen, how are you? What's the hot topic today?
We're asking Dave Shell what his favorite song is. I thought he was going to say a Neil Diamond song.
I'm coming up with no answers.
Celine Dion.
I mean, it is true that as far as the Beach Boys, it is true that my getting around with Professor started because of Round Round I Get Around.
Dave, when you're on the
I
road,
remember that.
Dave, when you're on a road trip, what's your playlist? What's your top stuff you go
I
to?
do not. Well, as Josh Berger, who is on the chat, can tell you, I drive and I actually am in total silence.
Yep,
Berger
I knew
could not
it.
understand it.
Old bastard. You're like, I want to hear if something's wrong with the car. I want to hear my surroundings.
No, I don't know how people have any time to think with those damn earbuds in 24/7. No, I picked up Berger in Hagerstown and took him down to Iron Kings in the Harrisonburg area, which was, I guess, was about 2 hours for him. And he was like, how the hell can you stand this 2 hours, without any music? I don't. If I listen to anything on my road trips, I might have a podcast or something, but I do not have musical.
That just confirms you're a psychopath and probably a serial killer. He's got to hear if somebody breaks the trunk open, first of all. Dude, anybody that would drive around as much as you do, I thought you would say you listen to like podcasts, maybe the Hour of Our Time, William Cooper, like something, Dave.
Hey, Dave, can we hear about
Man.
how about your ride with Damon Ransom in the car? Can you tell us how that went? Did you guys talk the whole time? Did you listen to music?
No, it was very short. It was a very short ride because I just picked him up at the train station nearest to Baracos.
What did you guys discuss?
Yak is looking jacked. Yeah, Yak, what cycle you on?
I think
Yak
something's wrong
has
with
more. Yak has more gyno than Jerry.
Wait,
Cabaret, by the way.
can you hear us? So can you hear us?
Oh,
You're talking to
Yak.
Yak.
Mike's off.
Yeah.
I said Yak looks smaller than normal. He must be off cycle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering if he has audio.
Yeah, but then I saw his titties.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Can't hear you, Yak. Can't hear you. Almost.
Oh.
So
Tell me about. I was going to ask him. Yeah, I've never met him. I've seen him in the comments. Tell me a little about him as an arm wrestler. Somebody.
Oh, I'll tell you. Left hand. He's a left-hand arm wrestler. He got mad at his girlfriend and punched a vase when he was younger, some shit like that, and almost died and fucked up his right arm. But he's a solid left-hand arm wrestler. And we were down in Houston, and me and him were up all night yapping and talking till 4 a.m. Another fellow arm wrestler, hooked us up with some of Houston's finest, and we had a good time. Me and
He's
Yak
a solid pro puller in the pro class on the left, like a 200-pound guy.
Yeah, yep, that's exactly, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's from Nova Scotia. He came down to Houston. He bullied Cody Bird, who's a terrible arm wrestler. No, I'm kidding. Cody's okay, and also a guy named what's his other guy's name? I just blanked. But he went 6-0 in Houston left hand.
John McCool.
Nice.
Yeah, John McCool, and he pulled William Palmer right hand and got smoked. So he's a good left arm wrestler, bad right arm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they actually dragged Palmer onto the chat last night for a while. It's the first I've seen or heard from him in ages.
He's a male nurse. He's a nurse.
Well, wait a minute. Palmer can't be all that bad. Didn't he have a pin on you a couple of times?
He
Right-handed.
beat me when I first went down to Houston. Yeah, I only got 1 pin on him. But
Palmer's actually very strong. He's beaten top guys in Texas before that are much smaller than him. But he's actually a good puller. But he's retired now.
He's back.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can.
can hear you, but
Now we can't hear
we lost David.
Oh, well, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm new to all this. I don't know how this shit works.
We'll just leave yours alone, and maybe we can figure out what happened to.
Bro wants the left-hand super match. He was asking.
Who?
about
No,
it.
I don't even. No, I don't.
Who's that?
I don't even pull left. I don't pull left-handed. I was just asking about you because I
Yeah, he
didn't know
doesn't want
anything
me
about you.
lefty. Yeah, there's not much to know about me, honestly. I'm a nobody.
Nah, that's not what they said. They said you're a pretty solid puller.
Nanya, Andrew Wood wants to join. Do you want me to not let him join?
No, Andrew Wood is not allowed to join. You know,
Yeah, you should let Andrew Wood in here, man. For like a minute.
The Wood free zone. We don't promote domestic terrorists like Wood on this show, on this platform.
The guy that ran the video, the live stream at the New England's was from Halifax, and he actually admitted he knew Yak, so he can't be that unknown.
That's my buddy
Right.
Scott. That's Scott McKenna. I know him well. He's
Yeah.
been around for a long time, videoing all over the United States and Canada.
Oh, I got a good one for you. Well, you're in the 200-pound class, but how would you do against Tim Lewis left-handed? Are you that good, or are you elite, or are you just good?
I thought Tim was a lot more than 200 pounds, but maybe it's just optics because he
he
way
is.
bigger than
My
that.
bad. He's about 220. You're
But
right.
he gets to 205 for super matches.
But I know they were talking
Yeah.
about
Call it that,
and then we're
honestly.
talking about Tim Lewis. They kind of straightened me out. They said right hand, he's just a gatekeeper. He's not that great, average pro. But they said left hand, he's a pretty elite left-handed puller. So,
Did anybody see that stream that the guys from Flash Pin Productions put on this past week?
oh shit, you can only have one of their audios on at a time.
Yeah, what's going on here? This is crazy.
As soon as you came back, he went out.
Can you guys hear me now or no?
Yeah. Let me try this real quick. I'm going to remove Yak. Now try talking.
Can you guys, how about now?
Yeah, I think everybody say something real quick.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just those two when you.
Gee, why am I not surprised?
I'm in the car, so not my typical good setup. Maybe it's part of that problem. I don't know.
No, it's not. I don't think it's anything. It's that's weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Yeah,
You
as,
review that?
as 98 Arm Wrestling just noted on the chat, we would have somebody's interested. Tim Lewis opponent, left hand for Winter Blast. That would probably be Friday night, not Saturday. But since the Tim Lewis Zach Lee left-handed thing is going to be elsewhere, not with us. So if anybody's
Right.
interested,
Well, I was asking Yak how good he was really left-handed. That could be a potential match, couldn't it?
With who?
Tim Lewis, no way. I think Jack's not that good.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I was going to say to you guys, did anybody catch the Flash Pin Productions show they put on in Texas last week?
No.
It's probably like the highest quality production I've seen on any arm wrestling event outside of East vs. West or King of the Table. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's like first class done. They kind of copied the UFC model with like post-fight talk afterwards, but I was super impressed. You haven't seen it?
Okay, David, maybe while you're here, you can explain the YouTube. So there's several channels. It's like Flash Pin Productions and then Houston Arm Jam and this and that. Are they all related or?
So if you want to start at the top, kind of the highest level is this Texas Arm Wrestling League, TAL, T-A-L. And they've got
I'm going to write this. I'm going to write this down.
Yeah, if you go to their
All right.
Facebook page, I think it's got like 5,700 members. Texas Arm Wrestling League. So that's really the League of Texas with all the big tournaments, all the rankings, etc. And they put on, I don't know, half a dozen events a year, if not more. They have the East vs. West qualifier. So they're like the prime organization. Then there's like a lot of spinoffs. They used to have one called, I forget the name of them all now, Texas something, but they were kind of a smaller org. But then Flash Pin Productions is putting on just a super match series. So instead of tournaments, they're doing just like we did in Houston with Arm Wrestling Uncensored, is two guys want to pull, they have a super match, but the production level they're putting on now is like A+. Like I saw it this last weekend and was like blown away how good. So if you go check out on YouTube Flash Pin Productions, check out the show they did last week and look how well it's done.
Man, that's
better
quality than East vs. West, and I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna
audio, the quality. So I pinged them after and asked how they did it, but they said they put a lot of effort in. But I think if you can get arm wrestling to that level of production on a low end show, I mean, the sky's the limit because it was fantastic.
I'm going to check that out for sure. And does your channel still exist? AW?
Yeah, I mean, mine's just like like live streams and stuff, not like full production.
Okay.
For Texas,
All
I
right.
mean, this is the best I've seen by far. And
All right.
I mean,
So what you're saying is it was a better production than that midget from Oklahoma City would put out.
So Rob Kelly, we give Rob Kelly
Talking about
feedback.
Kelly?
He's done some quality work, but this is like levels and levels above that. I mean,
And
even
Kelly's also
the
a
cameras
fucking
look like the cameras look like stuff you see on high level TV shows. Yeah, definitely go check it out. But I think there's a lot more to come from them. Andrew, you saw it as well?
I'd never hire Rob Kelly. He's a fucking weasel.
But again, the thing is that I think you can do these productions fairly cheap now with the way technology is, and if you've got people with half a brain who know how to do this stuff, it can be done really well. How's the 98 doing Winter Blast? Like, is there a company doing it, or are you guys doing it just with your own stuff?
I'm sorry, is it a what? What was that?
How's the 98 doing the Winter Blast? Like, they have their own production equipment through you guys, or they have like a company they hire?
We're as far as, to be perfectly honest, we're working on that now because we did have the midget from Oklahoma City who just suddenly announced that he was afraid of being beat up by Nanya, and that's why he couldn't show up.
Oh my gosh!
Who said that?
So he pulled out of Winter Blast he was through the production.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he was afraid of being pummeled.
David, just to give you the full gist of what he's doing, Robert Kelly, he saw that a futile attempt to try to cancel me, and he tried to join up with other people, and its allegiances. MMT and Paul Italia have a beef, as you know. MMT is throwing an event the same day as Winter Blast. Anywho, there's more to that story. But what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, Robert Kelly. Yeah, so Robert Kelly was like, I'm sure he was contacted by Monster Michael Todd, and he tried to throw his weight around in an attempt to get me canceled. He thought that he would get me and our match not at Winter Blast because he was more important than the Nanya and Paul Italia match. So he literally, that was the move he was doing. He's not really afraid of me. He knows that I'm a logical person, and he also knows that, like, I've seen him before at Travis Bajan's event, and I didn't even go up to him, like, you know what I mean? So he knows that's not the case, but he's gonna jump on that bandwagon, you know. That's what he did.
So Dave, I
did notice I was the only person on this chat that was brave enough to have my real name on, so I changed that.
I was just saying, I don't know what you guys had budgeted.
Virtue signaling, yeah, because I'm afraid to put Chris Gregory up here, right? Like, I'm afraid to use my real name.
That was my name, anyways. Who cares?
So what does the 98 have a budget for Rob Kelly? Because you guys should reach out to the guys at Flash Pin and see if they're interested, because it would be 10 times better. I don't know what it would cost to do it, but
the budgetary person here is Brother Grondin, so you have to speak to him about that.
If you guys had a number for Kelly, if he charged you, maybe you can reallocate that, unless Rob Kelly's doing it for free or some kind of pro bono. But yeah, I would definitely check that out if that's a good option, because fantastic.
Great name, too.
You think Robert Kelly would be a good matchup for Cam Dennett? You think?
No.
Oh,
No.
all right. No.
I haven't seen Rob Kelly arm wrestle since he's took over the production thing. I think the last match I saw was in.
Listen, Rob Kelly is literally Damon tier when it comes to arm wrestling. He lost to Damon, and Damon is the bottom of the fucking barrel. We all know that. Robert lost to Damon twice, so no, he would be no match for Cam. To be completely honest with you.
Isn't Cam bigger? Rob Kelly's like 150 pounds.
Cam's like 210.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
And Robert's got like fucking lupus, and he's got fucking Crohn's or something. I don't know. He's got all sorts of fucked up problems. Mental issues for sure.
And he doesn't have a chin either. People usually give him a pass because of his lupus and his frail little boy stature, but he's got the same no chin confliction as Eric Harlan. So I would say he has the lupus, and he has these other, obviously he has shit genetics as well. And it's not just physically, it affects the brain, the soul, the spirit, all that shit.
Did you know that Robert Kelly, I don't know if he still does, but he used to actually blast D-ball cycles, like just dry D-ball cycles. You would never know it by looking at him, because he's fucking, look at him, right? But he used to ask me for gear when I first met him.
Man. Well, we can't change our genetics, can we? That's a fact.
But you don't have to be a piece of shit scumbag and a two-faced asshole. And, it's just the way he acts, his maniacalness. It's like You should be a bigger. You should. He doesn't act his size. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's got this false
Yeah,
sense.
if you're gonna be a diabolical villain, you should at least be 6 feet tall and yeah.
He has his henchmen. He
You
has
got to
his
look the part.
in line.
Right.
He thinks that Matt Rundle is gonna fucking save him. I guess Matt Rundle's like his little white trash 2-bit. I mean, I don't know what Matt. I saw Matt Rundle fucking arm wrestle with Paul Italia. I'm like, is this guy trying to jack David Shubich's short style? Like, he had his legs shaped up there with some like flowery board shorts, and I don't know what he was doing, but he was also doing the nervous smile laugh when Paul was all fucking like a pit bull up there. I just saw a man completely submitting to another man in some short board shorts at shaved legs with his little, piercings and shit. Little emo fucking Fallout Boy fucking retard. He Fallout Boy and fucking shit like that. My Chemical Romance. He's one of those type of fucking crackers.
Hey, speaking of Robert Kelly, who lost to Danielle, does Danielle still arm wrestle? I haven't heard her name in forever. She was one who beat Rob Kelly as well.
Oh yes, no, she she is. She's appeared in some, generally in the Midwest, but yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if she beats you at arm wrestling, you might as well hang it up.
Oh, I got something to show you guys, just so you know how two-faced Robert Kelly is. I mean, he made this shirt, right? But
I got the same one, buddy.
Robert Kelly at one
I'm using Robert Kelly gear right now, and I can't stand the fucking guy.
This is the Robert Kelly show tonight. Look at this.
Yo, Robert Kelly.
Yeah, I know you're giving him all this. You're
all
like
his
feeding
haters,
him all
his
this
haters are
energy.
using his stuff.
Listen.
Yeah.
No, I
Send me this shit for
keep
free.
it as proof. I keep it as proof and show it. At one point, Robert Kelly was sponsoring me. I only bought one handle from him. He sent me every handle he had, multiple shirts, the dry fits, the hoodie, all for free. So I just throw this out into the ether. Robert Kelly had a problem with me, and I'm, all the things Robert Kelly says. Why did he send me like $150 worth of gear and handle for free?
He's trying to buy your friendship like everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It didn't work. Yeah, you're right, because he did that, and then I questioned his authority. I questioned the thing he said, and that is the real reason that Robert Kelly went off the handle. I questioned him. I questioned him after he sent me free shit. How dare I?
Well,
Robert Kelly.
There's a word for you, Nanya. Machiavellian.
Yeah,
There's
Robert Kelly a match.
Exactly.
Robert Kelly is a match with somebody.
The triad of evil.
Robert Kellyan.
Actually, still arm wrestle? Does anyone know? Because I haven't, like you said, I haven't seen him actually arm wrestle. He's only been doing promotion side of stuff, like you said, for the last year or two. So I don't know.
I think he's blocked everybody. He blocked me. Probably blocked
I know
you.
I'm blocked. I'm for sure blocked.
Can somebody get him on here? I keep seeing his shitty ass profile picture. I need to see him in motion. I just can't imagine what this guy looks like.
Oh, you don't know what he looks like?
I've seen his profile in suggested friends, but that's about it.
He was actually really nice to me. I mean, I can't say much bad. I know he kind of went off the rails later, but when he was on, he was actually good. He was nice. He was helpful. But
really nice.
I don't know what happened after all that. He kind of went.
He's tried to steal your brand, David. Tried to steal it.
Yeah, 98 Arm Wrestling has suggested that perhaps next time Nanya or Burns of Bodie should use the shirt for kindling.
Yeah, it says AWU. All right, and I represent AWU. It doesn't say red lighting on it. This hoodie, however, I'm saving this for the right opportunity. This will be in a video that will bring Red Lightning down to the ground. Don't worry,
maybe he can sign it at Winter Blast if he shows up for you.
Cody Bird said he's already using his shirt that he got as an oil rag in his garage.
I saw that when he did that.
Yeah, I don't know what he did with Cody, but he fucking burned a lot of bridges with a lot of people for some reason.
So Nanya, you're a wild card. What's your level now after the stem cells? Have you noticed anything different?
To be honest, but my left shoulder's still jacked up. My forearm, I feel like my forearm has gotten 30 to 40% better. But again, I have no idea. It could be bicep tendonitis. There could be a whole bunch of things wrong with my left. But what I was told is you need at least a month for them to really get to work. So,
are you mutating yet? Are you growing extra fingers?
Right. Any side effects or anything?
No, none whatsoever.
Your dick didn't like double in size.
I sleep a lot better, and I feel like I'm less tired. I feel like I need less sleep. I usually would need like 7 to 8 hours to feel fully refreshed in the day. Now I find myself like 5, 6 hours, and then I'm waking up and got more energy if I think about it.
That sounds like you're blasting testosterone to me, to be honest.
Right.
Definitely. Everybody keeps accusing.
Well, now wait a minute, Nani. You said two different things. You said you're going to be a lifetime natural. Then the other day you said you have a plan where you're going to go on gear after you achieved a certain number of objectives.
Partisan. You're putting words in my mouth there, sir. You
did
can
say
go
that
back
to me.
in all the annals of podcasting that I've done, all the filing cabinets. I have never said I'm going to be a lifelong natty. I have very specifically said that I've been waiting, unlike everyone else. When I need it, I'm going to use it. I am turning 39. I always, even before arm wrestling, I projected in my head that I was going to start doing shit once I turned 40. That was always the mile marker.
Yeah, I apologize if I quoted you incorrectly. Maybe you never said lifetime natty. You said you were natty.
I believe Nanya. I used to doubt him, but I actually believe him. I think for sure he's natural, and yeah, what he just said holds true to me as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people don't believe him. I know Paul gives him shit, but I think Paul's just trying to justify the amount of fucking gear that he blasts. So he wants Nanya. He kind of wants people to look at Nanya as if he's also taking gear, but I believe Nanya. I have to say, I really do.
What do you think about RVJ? Is he alive? I believe he's natural now, but we believe you're natural, Nanya. We believe you're natural. We are.
Some people don't.
Wiggles will bet his bottom dollar that I'm on some shit.
Who will?
Yeah, he swears it, and I know why. The psychology behind it, because Wiggles envies guys that are vascular and in somewhat decent shape, because he wants to have veins and be ripped so bad.
He's blasting here for 2 years straight now.
Yeah, and so what it is it's like an ego thing. He's like, no, there's no way, because he wants to achieve that. He's like, I'm on all this gear. Why am I still a fat bastard? And then he sees me, and he can't just say, oh no, you're natural, because that's like saying I'm better than him, better genetically gifted. So it's like an ego thing. But like, he swears up and down that I'm on shit, and I'm like, bro, everyone says I'm so broke and worried about me getting up this money for Paul Italian match. How the fuck you think I can afford gym equipment, car bills, fucking all this shit? You think I got money? Even if I wanted to fucking do gear right now, I am not in a financial situation to even do it if I wanted to.
Right.
Quite frank.
Yeah.
In Wiggles' defense, he's been grinding pretty hard, and he's lost a lot of weight, put on a lot of muscle, gotten a lot better compared to the fat blob he was before. I give him credit. I know he's on gear, but in his defense, he is he's getting better. He's progressing.
What about the natty? I want to get your opinion, Yak, on the natty king himself, RVJ. Do you think my doubt is that I think at some point in his career he did a cycle, and he's saying he's natty now. I believe him, but
I tossed that one back and forth in my own mind. I mean, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to RVJ, but then whenever the topic gets brought up, I'm like, it could be either way. I don't really have an honest opinion.
I mean, you've never seen any tells, like obvious tells that you could say.
Okay. Not really. No, not to say he hasn't, but no.
Okay.
I mean, it could be one. He could be natty, or he could be, like you said, he could have done a cycle or two in the past, and I wouldn't know.
Okay.
So where you suggest about Battle of the Atlantic? Where is that going to be?
That's going to be right in Halifax, right in Nova Scotia. It's basically a qualifier for a tournament. It's a Battle of the Atlantic qualifier for a tournament at the end of the year, and it's basically all the Atlantic provinces, so Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
And there's pro class, amateur class, all that good stuff. And that's the next tournament coming up here. So,
Nice.
Yeah, it would be nice to get up there sometime. I just, in the summer though, preferably. And like I said, I have to get the passport taken care of.
Yeah, it's miserable up here in the wintertime anyways. Just I may as well save that for the summer. What about you, Mr. Shell? What's your cycle?
No, I was on the androgel for about 9 months in 2018 and 2019. I didn't notice a damn bit of difference, or at least nothing significant, and that's the only thing I've ever been on.
I can't say I know what that even is.
It's a TRT.
Oh, okay.
Testosterone replacement, 1.7%, something or other.
But it's not injected; it's just put on your skin.
No,
right?
it was rubbed on the shoulders.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, no, I've heard of that, but I
went through the endocrinologist. The endocrinologist didn't want to do it because they said, because I was not symptomatic. Are you lethargic? Do you have these problems? And I said, hell, I lost 150 pounds or more. Of course I got more energy.
Yeah.
So they really didn't want to do it. And did I get stronger? Yes, but I don't know that it really, not enough that I could attribute it to that. I think it was just progressive resistance, over that 9-month period.
Interesting. Yeah.
If those testosterone patches and androgel and everything, if that worked really well, a lot more people would be using them.
Yeah, I feel like I hate to say it, but tried and true is the needle in your ass. Like if you're not sticking a needle in your ass, it's probably not.
And see, here it was different as well because people say, "Oh, you're not natty anymore." I think there is a distinct difference between someone who's doing something to attempt to get their figures normal and somebody who is doing something to jack them way up above, what would be normal. I mean, my total testosterone has always been at the low end, but normal. My free testosterone is always off the bottom of the chart. Always.
Off the bottom of the chart.
Yeah, I mean,
so you can't access, your body can't process. Okay, that's
supposed to run from 6.0 to 18.1, and I have only ever hit 6.0 once in all the times I've been testing it, and that was, ironically enough, 3 months after I stopped the androgel, as though my body said, "Oops, I guess we better produce it again." But other than that, I have never hit the bottom end of the scale.
All right, Dave. Shut the fuck up for a moment when we can introduce our new guest, Ashton here. How you doing, Ashton?
What the hell?
Who's Ash? He bailed as soon as he fucking tried to introduce him. He got shy.
That's crazy.
Nah, he's driving. He probably lost service temporarily.
Do you know Ash?
Yes, I do. I know him real life, not arm wrestling connected. We've worked together. We've been on roofs before. I'll tell you a funny story with Ashton. So one time he asked me, he said, "Yo, if we ever got in an argument, this and that, and you got really mad, would you pull a knife on me, like in any situation?" He asked that one time, and he asked it because I guess he was like, that was in the back of his head that could be a possibility. Anyway, I was working for him one time, and he was fucking me off and owed me money, and I needed the money, and we're in his truck, we're driving, and like I'm arguing with him, and he gets spooked. And I guess he thought maybe I might have done something. So he pulls the car over, and I get out. I get out, and like I go over like to fight him. So he goes to grab a weapon from the back of the truck, and he grabbed the fucking squeegee, like not a squeegee,
what the fuck?
A thing you scrape ice off with. But it was like halfway broken and like flopped. But it was absolutely hilarious because we were about to fight. We were about to like right in the middle of the highway. But like it was funny. We started cracking laughing.
One thing, Nani, I got to ask you one quick question. Why is everybody why are people like afraid of you? Seem like a real stand-up, straightforward guy to me. I mean, I've never met you in person, but like you say, so why are people like afraid of you, man?
I don't. He wasn't afraid of me. You gotta understand. It was a tense situation. It was like during the holidays. Like we were both going through our own tumultuous times, and it was just like we're such good friends where we're comfortable to like engage and yell at each other and get very hostile. Where other people we can't do that with because we would scare them. So together, like we would have that energy with each other, but it was just this one time where like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but again, how it ended, it just shows you, it was like, we were all heated up, ready to go. But the situation of him grabbing the stupid fucking thing was just hilarious. And it snapped us out of our fucking rage. And we got back up in the truck and we started laughing and smoked a blunt.
Okay. I mean, I guess maybe in your youth you presented as sort of like a thug. Maybe you were intimidating to people or something when you were young. When you were younger, were you aggressive to people or?
I mean, yeah. When I was younger, I mean, Broderson, don't get it twisted. Like, I mean, if I've been told before I got electricity in my eyes. Like
he was a gas station crackhead. What do you expect?
But you know,
No, I'm trying to. I've never met him in person, so I'm trying to figure. And he doesn't
kidding.
present this way on camera, so.
even if I'm calm, all right, I'm very expressive with my body language and my face. So it's like, and a lot of people read that wrong. But like, you know, again, I could be calm and I could just be talking to somebody, or I could say something, and I could feel somebody trying to read me, and they'll just read me wrong. It's like,
so it's your eyes. It's in your eyes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met Nanya in person at AWU for the first time, and we used to have like kind of like a I guess you could say an online fake kind of beef leading up to the event, but in person, me and him hit it off, and we got along good. So it's shit's different in person, but yeah, Nanya's he's not bad at all in person, but yeah, I guess you could say he's got, like you said, he's got exaggerated body. What's it? Mannerisms. You know, body communication. I would agree with that.
Off, like, all right, I would, for example, I go to Wendy's. They fuck up my order. I go in there and I kind of like drop the bag on the counter, and people would like react like they think like I'm gonna get aggressive or something. But I'm just like, yo, man, like I work hard for my burger's fucked up, and it's like, so I
got you.
They don't act that way, or they're not that expressive, so it throws people off. And it's like, all right, I've walked up to people before because I want to get face to face and like talk to them, and they'll think like I'm gonna hit them or something. Where it's like,
I got you.
Yeah, stuff like
you're
that.
very emphatic, emphatic person.
Is Eric gonna say anything, or just gonna?
He's too loud. I had to mute him.
Let
me unmute him. Eric, say something. I'm gonna unmute you for a second.
He's trying to talk.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
Turn your music off. You got going on?
It's not. It's background noise, I think.
He's not ready.
We're at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta.
Who wants to smoke crack?
Mute him. Mute. Jesus, what a retard. He can't go outside where there's no sound.
Oh man,
that's an inside joke with me and Eric, because he'll randomly spam me all his like links to all his Facebook stuff, and I'll just randomly message him at 3 a.m. saying, "Let's smoke some fucking crack, dude," just to piss him off. So now it's like an inside joke with him. Let's smoke some crack.
Eric, can you go in the bathroom or something? Go into a stall. Oh, he's going. He's getting up.
It'll be interesting to see where his level ends up at if he keeps training.
Is he good?
No, he's
probably not right now. Not right now, probably. But if he's, and that's the thing about arm wrestling. Anybody can get good at it if they put in the time. So it's just
I agree with that.
Does.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now they got speakers blasting outside too.
I got a
question happening
for the host here, Captain Potential.
Yeah, what's up?
So I don't know much about. I didn't realize you were Chris Warren until recently.
Yeah.
So you're pulling Cam coming up, what, Winter Black?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about that match. Right-handed, and was there weight cap, or what's going on there?
There's no weight cap. No, I'm 290 and
290. Oh, okay. So a little bit of a weight.
Yeah.
He called you out. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he said he wanted to be the real arm wrestler in my life. Take me down.
So you guys are having a best of 5 right-handed match, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gotta say, I was watching Captain pulling Cam up there, and when you look at him, he doesn't look like a sloppy 290. He's got like a big back, like big shoulders.
He's a strong looking dude, man.
Kind of built like a short Bam Bam Bigelow.
Who is the favorite? I don't know.
I mean, I would have to assume that you are. Like, I don't know.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. Can't damn that is.
Whoa.
It's hard. It's you got a strong. I believe Captain is a legit stronger guy. Period. But then Cam is a more experienced arm wrestler.
That's true.
That's the variable.
How long Cam? I thought Cam was fairly new.
Yeah, he is. I'm fairly new.
Some strong.
I was pulling a guy who was 6'3", over 300 pounds this past Sunday.
Hey, you got to fix your
Well,
mic, buddy.
Yeah, your mic's
Try reconnecting,
Oh,
Eric.
some people made the point. Some people made the point, Captain, that what you need to get to a practice or 3 where
Yeah.
you are not the strongest person there.
I know it
Absolutely.
sucks.
That's your problem at the moment.
You
the
never
strongest
get better until you grip people stronger than you, a level above you. Not like 10 levels above you, but close.
Well, but
Yeah,
even
that's
if
how you
they're
get stronger.
even if they're 10 levels above him, it would still be somebody that could work with him. But if he's the strongest
True.
person in his group, which he is, he's not going to be tested.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's the advantage I have. I'm always the weakest person in any group I'm in. So, whatever.
And Dave, it depends on if they're willing to practice. If they just lock you center and disable all your power, that doesn't do any good. But if they're willing to give a little, then that can help.
Well, no, you have to have a group that wants to work with you, and I think most are. I mean, I found a couple practices of all the dozens I've been to where people are dicks, but it's very rare.
Hey,
Very
Ashton, I was trying to introduce you before, but you cut out.
Yeah, I got a phone call from a great telemarketer at 7:00. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah. Well, this is Ashton right here. I was just telling him the story about when you asked me about if I would ever pull a knife on you, and then when you owed me money, and we got out there on the highway about to fight, and then you pulled the broken fucking squeegee out of the back of your truck.
I pulled a what? Wait, what?
You pulled the broken squeegee. Remember, you pulled like a squeegee out, like you went to go grab a weapon, like a tire iron, but instead like you pulled out a fucking like broken fucking ice scraper or something.
I remember like the rest of it. I don't remember no broken ice scraper.
No, it was like you went to grab a weapon, but it was like a hilarious. You might as well grab a pool noodle. Like it was something. It broke the tension. We started laughing and got back in the truck. But it was like one of those situations where if you actually pulled something that was a legit weapon, it would have went totally different. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is that?
That's the racist guy we were telling you about, Eric Hart Arlen. Yo, we get him. Yeah, there he is. Look at him. He works for Freddy's Custard.
Oh shit.
Eric Harlan, friend of the blacks.
Eric Hart Arlen.
Yeah, I can't use that.
Your audio, Eric,
Damn.
you got no audio.
That's funny. The blacks have better audio than that. Shit. Is this like are we parental advisory?
Nah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, all right. Love you, Eric. Good guy.
So, hey, Ashton, you see Ashton is an ethnic feller. So there's some people on these here YouTubes that think I'm a racist. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, so
That's great.
Is there any substance?
That didn't help your case any, Nanya. He's like, well, wait a minute, let me think about this.
Well, let me give it a little thought.
Let's keep it 100. Everybody has a little bit of hatred in them, right? A little bit of bias. But like to use the term racist, that's broad. I mean, I personally, I agree with the people that are just assuming he's racist, right? But I have reasons why, and I can give you a laugh. I can give you a laugh about it.
Did you know he was going to say this when you asked him that question, Nanya?
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. Nah, man. This kid has like what's your kid? Your kid's like a freaking zebra, ain't he?
Yeah, Puerto Rican, Apache, German, and of course, I tell people I'm like 7%, at least 7% African. Wouldn't you agree? I'm at least 7% African.
I couldn't agree with that, and it'd be truthful. I like, who knows? I think you're more like Caucasus, like you're like Neanderthal a little bit, but
yeah,
somewhere along the lines they might have. You know what? I recommend 23andMe, man. You'll find out exactly who you are.
Yeah, I can't wait. Maybe I'm 13% African.
It's possible. But which part of Africa? Like that's key. Are you from Tunisia or?
I think I got Egyptian. Dude, I think it got Egyptian and African, the motherland, the homeland where we all came from originally.
What do you mean we all? I came from New York, man. Like I'm not.
Everybody originated from the sand.
The sand?
Yeah, the sand fucking dunes.
Right. Is there any like reason why I was asked this question?
Oh no, because you know me besides arm wrestle, and you've known me for quite some years. So like I wanted to have my ethnic feller friend on here to clear my name.
He wanted a character reference, and he didn't get it. So
how ethnic am I? Like I live in Pennsylvania, right? Northeastern to be exact. I've lived here for the past 20-something years. There's nothing ethnic about me. I think you need to find someone else to verify your argument. I'm pretty close to saying that yes, you're probably like you have a direct lineage to like Hitler or I don't know. I mean, but a lot of people do and they don't know.
But we know what the Jews are up to. So like
this is awful, man.
Whoa. You gotta be careful.
You got him started, Ash. Now we're done for.
Yep. Don't get canceled.
They're fucking coming up from the tunnels and shit. They pop open the manhole covers, kill your goyim children, and suck their blood, and then they grind up their bodies and then sell them to McDonald's, and then we eat them.
Hey Ash, has Army convinced you to try arm wrestling yet?
So I was all for it. Like in the beginning, I went and tore my bicep like an idiot, and I was all for it when he first introduced the idea. I was all for it. We're always over here like expressing our machismo, especially like on a job site.
Right.
And like that's a good way to compete without sending each other home to the hospital.
Without fighting. Fight without punching.
Right.
It's good.
It's a good way. I love it. I do. I love the idea.
Oh shit! Look at the piranha.
But you're from what part of Pennsylvania, you say, Ash?
Northeastern PA.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he's right. Northeast PA. He's right there near a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I live in Wilkesburg now, but I lived for a long time. I lived out by Lake Waterpack.
Well, and do you ever practice with the group up there?
I don't practice at all. Like I'm just a loser fan.
Yeah, because you have the groups up there. There's sometimes they're in Pittston. Usually they get together up in Uniondale, but sometimes Pittston, and we're in
Eric, why are you laughing?
Hey Ash, for real, arm wrestling is if you can survive. If you have decent strength and you can survive the first couple of years of injuries and pains, you can get good at it. But it takes that. You got to get past that those pains, man.
I'm still dealing with those pains. They never go away for me.
Well, they should eventually.
Yeah, maybe someday. I don't know.
So wait a minute. So Broderson, you'll have a practice here recently, and you won't get sore tendon-wise afterwards?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that throbbing, toothache, like up all night with my arm above my head, can't sleep.
I did a year ago.
I still get it.
That's what pisses people off.
I think my right arm is a mutant right now.
That's what pisses
I've done
people
2
off.
practices. No pain.
Me never did. Don't have it now.
Hey, Voodoo, I see you over there in the comments. Hey, Pretentious, can you send a link to Voodoo? I don't know what the fuck his name is on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah,
get him on here.
Voodoo, click the link at the top of the chat.
Who's Voodoo?
I don't know, but he keeps talking about me. I only seen him on the show the one time.
Virginia, West Virginia.
So.
Who's backing up?
It's
Oh no, I'm driving unsafely. I don't have my seatbelt on.
Who wants to smoke crack?
Yeah, I see the link. You still got the link up there. It's close to the top.
How's work tonight, Eric?
That's fine. Hey, but seriously, I did pull somebody just a little bit bigger than you this weekend, yesterday. Yeah. That dude was every bit of 6'3" and over 300 pounds.
Big deal.
Arm wrestler?
He's new. He's only been arm wrestling for like 3, maybe 4 weeks now. He's a newbie.
Okay.
but he's big. He's got a big hand. He was giving me a little bit of a problem at the beginning, but I quickly adjusted, and yeah,
you're too strong.
he's got a lot of potential. He's a big boy. Big boy.
You're too strong.
Dude, no, Spencer's gotten way too strong since 2 months ago since I touched him, man. He's like a fucking shit house now.
Is that Michael Edwards?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking Frank.
Michael Edwards ain't doing no deadlifts.
No.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Great.
Nanya, I wish Voodoo would come on to talk to you, but I don't think he will.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting conversation to see.
No one knows who it actually is?
No, I know. He's a good puller.
Okay.
Has anyone competed recently?
Not since December.
No.
Oh, I pulled Chris Oaken 2-3 weeks ago. He was really strong. You know him?
No, I don't think I do.
Is that
I'm out of here.
See you, Eric.
I'll see you guys later.
All right.
See you, man.
It's crazy where Eric Harlan is less insufferable than Andrew Wood. Eric Harlan has, in my eyes, leveled up a little bit. He's above Wood tier.
I don't even mind the guy, but I mean, I wasn't there when he did all that racist shit, so I don't know.
Well, Andrew Wood was on our program on Friday night and was very well behaved, and actually was making lots of sense. I'm not sure if it's because he was late to you. You know, I figured separate him from Nanya, and he actually started sounding rational.
Dave, he does this all the time. He goes full fucking school shooter mode, and then he's like, oh, he's like somebody that like beats their wife and then like starts like being all romantic afterwards. Like, I didn't mean to do. What are you talking about? Like, he's completely delusional. That's why I have no time for him.
I think he has BPD or bipolar or something. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. I think he actually does.
Like Eric Harlan.
No, I mean, no, and he has been a real mess with.
Hey, stop interrupting. Eric Harlan is just a fucking town idiot. He's simpleton. You can't really be mad at him. Andrew Wood is an evil genius, and he's a threat. He's a threat, and he needs to be fucking dispatched and handled. He told me his hero is Timothy McVeigh, and his goal for selling these side pressure tables is to actually make more bombs for whatever he's planning. So
my point is that he has been a real thorn in my flesh at times and a real idiot. On the other hand, on Friday, as Adam can confirm, he was making a lot of sense and was very rational.
Yeah, because he's polar and he's playing a game. It's what he does. Cycle.
Don't you say the same thing about me, though?
Oh, no, you're a different version. You're a different version. But like, yeah, it's in the eyes, it's in the mannerisms, it's in your fucking gait, Frank. All right, like it's there. All right, you can't hide it.
You should be a psychiatrist. No, you should be a psychiatrist and like diagnose everybody.
So Frank is like Dexter. Frank is like a Dexter. I know. All right? He's a different. Dexter.
I don't really know Dexter. Like, what's his MO? What's he do?
He's a serial killer.
No, he's a blood splatter analysis guy. But he all right. His mother was murdered in a shipping container in Miami and chainsawed to death when he was a baby. And then the cop that found him took him in as one of his own, and then realized that he was hurting animals. And basically, he had this dark passenger. So instead of the father molded him, and he would say, "Hey, these guys escape the criminal justice system all the time. You can focus that rage and that killer instinct on actual bad guys and kill them, and not innocent people."
Damn, a serial killer with a teacher. That's
So I mean, so far you haven't said anything that seems too bad. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, there's no bad side to this.
Well,
he's killing people.
And in the end, at first he was killing other serial killers and other bad people. But then what happened is other people in the police department, people he worked with, started getting suspicious of him, and then he started killing them to cover up and protect his own self, because the number one rule is don't get caught. So basically the show shows that he's a hypocrite, and at the end of the day, you can't really play that game, because if you have self-survival instincts like a smart, intelligent person like that would, that you're going to go against your code to protect your own ass.
How'd you do in high school, Chris?
Oh,
I wouldn't take it too.
I dropped out of high school sophomore year, and then I actually went to the West Coast, and I was living on the street for about a year and a half. And then I came back, and then I guessed my way through my GED math test. We want to talk about IQs. I didn't even know.
No, you should have stuck around till like junior or senior year, when y'all have to like break down these like really historical stories, because it seems like you have a knack for it. You're good at looking like, why did the artist make the scene with a blue curtain here? And you're able to be like, well, the author got touched as a child, and so he grew up and made the blinds blue or whatever. You're able to draw those connections. That's all. It's really good. It's, I sucked at it personally. They were like, why did the author use the word blah 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 to describe this? And I would just be like, because he fucking felt like it, dude. I don't know.
But you're good at you were good at math. Was math your best subject, would you say?
I mean, math is writing and like that stuff was my worst, and then everything else was fine. Like science, math, and all that was fine. Yeah, like
so yeah. I've always been terrible at math, but like reading comprehension, like things like that, I can see something, I can remember it, and then I can apply it at the right time. So like, yeah, that's my strong suit. But
how's your wrist max going? You still doing that?
He's right, not in his right brain.
How far are you up on the wrist max?
Oh, what was I got 50 pounds on the Ultra Grip and the wrist max. I'm doing
this
right
one.
now.
You're at 50 for reps.
Yeah. I don't really push it with that. Like, but
that's what I was doing with this earlier.
I have noticed that I've gotten stronger with it when I was doing a lot of Country Crush and a lot of other handles. And
yeah, I lost my Country Crush. I really have no idea where it's at. Like, it's not in here anymore. It got taken. I don't know.
Oh, that sucks.
Hey Frank.
Yeah.
What do you rep typically if you use like an eccentric handle? What are you using for weight typically?
Okay, are you talking about?
There's a couple different variations of one, but
yeah, I don't really use the eccentric. So here I have this, but I don't use it. Let me see if this is it.
This here, that's similar, I suppose. Yeah, same idea.
Yeah. I don't use it. I don't ever use it.
Fair enough.
No.
I find it attacks your fingers better than a typical rolling handle or something. So I've been using it.
My fingers aren't my problem though, so I don't hold on. So
okay.
If someone's attacking my like I don't ever care to contain with my fingers. I want wrist flexion and I want pronation. So
you don't work your fingers at all?
Well, I come from a gym background. Like I'm doing fat grip deadlifts right now.
Yeah, okay.
185. So I am training my hands and wrists, but
yeah,
I don't train specifically this because I don't.
My finger flexion is probably my weak point, and I mean I don't hold on either, but I feel like my fingers are weak, and I'm trying to get them stronger.
Yeah. I feel like I notice it when I just pull someone who has more pronation to me. So what ends up happening is I'm pulling backwards, they're pulling backwards, and they're hitting my fingers more than I'm hitting their fingers.
Yeah.
Because they have more pronation. But I don't know if finger containment is the difference. I think it's more so just how much we're pulling backwards.
That's interesting. Yeah, I always thought for myself it was definitely my finger containment was the issue, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I just got some PRs on my pronation. So I've never done the Devon lift pronation or whatever, but I tried it and I got 105.
Damn, that's really good.
And then I did a rising one. I did, over the knuckles. I did one. I got pretty good numbers on that too. So.
What'd you get on the riser?
70, 60, something like that.
Yeah, 70. I did 70
dude.
some pounds because my 10 is like 2.5 pounds. So.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Those are some serious numbers.
I do 70 on my riser on my left. My max is 75, and I've only done 100 on the pronation, but I haven't done it in quite a while, so it might be less than that now.
Oh, that's all on your left arm, though?
What's that?
That's all on your left arm?
That's just left, yeah, not my right. My
That's
right's
really good.
probably 15% behind that.
Oh, okay. Well, at 100
If you hit
pounds,
100 on that pronation, you're a strong dude, man.
Yeah, I got video of it, so I can just approve it. No one believes
You got to
me.
remember, Artem's only at 120, so you're only 20 pounds away.
Yeah,
that 120 though, the difference between
that's a big difference.
Like, yeah, the difference between 100 and 105 is.
And on a riser, like the difference between 70 and 72.5 even is massive, right? So
I got you.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with such a small little muscle group.
Tiny little muscle, yeah, exactly. But I'd say risers, one of my favorite lifts, probably my strong point on my left is my rise. I train it a lot, so, or I used to.
I've been stuck for like 4 months on both those lifts. I got to 75 on the riser, and I got to 93 on the pronation lift, but I haven't been able to get past that.
I haven't done the pronation lift in a while. I bet you I wouldn't hit 100 now, but I did at my peak. So, yeah.
How much do you do for back pressure, just through the hand?
I don't do that lift that often, honestly. I usually always do kind of like a pronation back pressure hybrid lift. So I don't know.
Good.
I haven't.
No, your answer is correct. That's the correct answer.
What? I don't know.
No, that you don't train just back pressure. You train it all through your thumb and train it.
Yeah, exactly. I usually do
because back pressure without pronation is pointless.
I never do that.
I completely agree. Everybody's doing these back pressure lifts. I'm always doing it through the thumb. Even now, instead of anything hammer I'm doing a belt through the thumb now because I'm like, well, why even bother not doing it this way?
The other one, instead of doing it through the thumb, is just doing it through the hand like this. I think this is probably even better. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then that's hand pronation, and so this is also how I did the this is the same setup that I did the rise, and I did the rise like that right over that knuckle.
Right over the knuckles.
I love doing the wrist ball now too, especially with riser. I got it. I like using the wrist ball on I have a body salad like multi machine down there, so I have a bench press with a preacher set next to it, set to the middle, like I guess you could say it would be table, the table height pulley coming out, but the wrist ball on there, sitting down on the preacher, like I like doing that a lot.
I'm a tried and true, karate belt kind of guy when it comes to those lifts. That's just me though.
You're doing the same concept of the karate belt, but you have the ball.
I know that.
So your hand is exactly.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, no, I've never tried it to be fair. But I always use the karate belt setup for that.
$40 on the website where they sell Country Crush. The wrist ball is only $40 on there.
Yeah, if somebody wants to gift me, someone wants to gift me another Country Crush, I'll accept because my other one I got raw.
So how many of y'all consider yourselves to be strap pullers? Meaning you want it, your end goal is to get to the strap as opposed to not wanting to.
I don't even train outside the strap.
So you're a strap puller.
Yeah. I'm a whole different puller in the straps compared to outside the straps.
I would say rubber case situation because somebody I might have the advantage without the straps, and they would have a better advantage in the straps. So I get on the table and
I suck less than the strap.
I mean, yeah, I'm a strap puller.
What's up, Justin?
What's up, guys? I'm just looking for my Country Crush. Maybe I just misplaced it. But maybe not.
I hate that. Like, where is my shit? Where's my hoodie? Where's my whatever?
Hey, Justin.
What's up?
Can you review the secret pull footage between me and Cam? Tell us what you think.
Oh man, Cam is in trouble. Well, I tell you what, he doesn't have anything on your riser. It's gonna be a hard night for him. You just got to go sideways hard. He's gonna try to go sideways hard and take your hand, but it ain't gonna happen. No way. You got it.
I couldn't tell if he was bluffing or not.
They slept on Captain, and they're going to.
He was trying. You know he was trying.
Hey Cam, I know you're watching this. Cam, you better get on here and defend yourself, buddy. Hey, this is a right hand match, right? Not left hand.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Is the Captain Pretentious the best arm wrestler in the call?
I think so.
He's probably the biggest.
From what I saw.
I suck. I need to get a team.
You don't have a team? How long have you been pulling?
I say like a year, but like really in terms of table time, not very much because I don't have a team. And I work weekends and shit.
He has the potential to be really good. Right now, he's unseasoned, and he's just got to get some time in.
Why did Cam call you out, anyways? Like, from what it seems like to me, your level's above him. Like, you're bigger. I know you're a new arm wrestler as well, but it just seems like it's a mismatch. Why did he call you out?
I can answer that question for you because I talked to the coach. Cam, because he is a lot bigger than him. Cam really thought that like he was a lot weaker as he is. Like I believe Cam, when Cam first challenged him, he thought it was going to be a walk in the park, and then he tripped up with him. And he's not going to admit it, but he knows it's a different story now. He just assumed he was a lot worse than he is.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Nanya. Did Cam not pull amateurs recently and he didn't even win the
Right.
So
the people, I can give you some firsthand experience with Captain and tell you why people sleep on him. All right, there's the only footage you can see of him pulling is losing to this guy at Travis Bage's tournament. Well, that guy he lost to, that guy pulled me right out back and flash rolled through me. And the only way I was able to beat him was to get him in a hook and drive sideways. That dude was legit strong and a good arm wrestler. But Captain just stood there with his arm in the middle of the table and his wrist bent back for like 10 seconds. The guy couldn't move his arm.
Cam is a left-hand puller. He is good left. If it was left hand, I'd put my money on Cam.
Right.
Yeah, I got no left. Terrible.
Yeah, right? Absolutely not.
I want to pull Cam. I'm curious because I'm a lefty. He's got me intrigued. What?
I think it'd be a good match left.
Are you coming to Winter Blast?
No, I don't think so. When is Winter Blast? End of March?
Yeah.
Yes. March 23rd.
It's on
22nd, 23rd March.
I've had a number of people ask me to go, but it's unlikely.
Because he might do a match with you.
How far is the fucking drive? Are you like towards the Pacific or like?
I'm on the East Coast, baby. I'm East Coast, as far east as you can get, almost.
Yeah, you can fucking take a nice little road trip.
So where is Winter Blast again exactly?
Near Philly.
Yeah, I don't know how long that'd probably be. At least 20 hours.
I think what's from Syracuse, Dave. You should know this. It's about 5 hours from Syracuse.
Well, drum roll here. The is 15 hours 20 minutes
from Halifax.
Yes.
To Winter Blast.
To Langhorne, PA.
That's not as bad as I thought. Actually, I've done a drive. I've done lots of drives like that.
Yeah, 15, 20, whatever 1,514 kilometers is.
I've never drove that far for arm wrestling, but I've had other road trips for other reasons that have been that further. So.
Yeah, you should come, dude. Fuck it, you came all the way down to Houston for WU. Winter Blast is going to be a lot bigger and more of a prestigious event.
Yeah, I'm hearing lots about it. I know it's a big event for sure. My focus is Battle of the Atlantic here on the top, but then I'd have a couple weeks to heal up, I suppose, right? Yeah. So you said it's the 28th?
23rd.
No, 23rd.
March 23rd.
Okay, yeah. So Battle of the Atlantic is on the 9th. Yeah, 2 weeks. I take a long time. We'll see.
Challenge Cam to a left-handed super match.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as soon as March 23rd, but yeah, possibly in the future. Is he actually legit like Ethan though? Because I don't want to.
I don't know. I had never touched his left hand.
No, I pulled him. I did pull when I pulled him. He just competed the day before, right? He competed left hand, but he said he saved my. He said he saved his right.
We're looking for a Tim Lewis opponent for Friday night, the 22nd.
They already said Tim Lewis was too much for him.
Too big, too much for me.
Continue, Nunya. I want to hear what you have to say.
I pulled him fresh right hand, and it was nothing there. Left though he competed, and even though he competed, he was still there left. And I know how it is when you compete at a tournament. The next day, you're not going to have shit. So I would say left. I could only really 50% gauge his strength because again he pulled before. But I think it would be a close match. But I think you are way more explosive. Like Cam has static strength, but I seen how the way you pull, and I definitely can see you flashing him and powering right through him with your explosiveness.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no, I'd be interested in a match someday, maybe down the road later this year or something. But we'll see.
Did you guys see the flash pin production that happened this weekend?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier for a sec. Really, really good.
I was told to check it out.
It looks like Arm Wars, but live.
Yeah, it was better than East versus West quality, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I wish Arm Wars didn't look like Shark Tank.
Right. I like the old. Have you seen the old Arm Wars?
Yeah,
I like that better.
Were they at the MGM Grand?
I like it actually, to be honest.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go do the rest of my workout.
Yeah, I gotta go shower. Call her tonight here soon.
Right. Thank you for stopping by, gentlemen.
Cheers. Have a good night.
Good night.
Cheers.
Wow.
And then there were 3 or 4. And there were 4.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes left before.
Look at that. Yak coming out of the woodwork. Yak has refused to go on any podcast really, besides coming on and dipping out real quick. We here at Pullin' John's have gotten Yak on here for about an hour talking. This is historical.
Yeah. And who was that other guy?
Frank Callahan.
Okay, Frank Callahan.
And Ashton Joseph.
Okay. Yeah. Strong last name.
Yeah.
Joseph. So I'm interested in Anya. Who do you think you could beat in the 176 right now as it stands? Like nationally, do you think you compete with those guys?
Honestly, I'm really excited to see where I stand because I feel I have strong advantages down there. I mean, just judging like when I first started, I was pulling in like the above 200s. I even pulled the 215 to 232 class, and I got some wins. Yeah. So I'm used to pulling and after pulling bigger dudes like and in that bracket. So I just feel like my advantages of my raw strength will come out a lot more at that weight class because I just feel like fuck all the arm wrestling training and all that shit. I just feel like me at 176 is
you're a big guy you're big in the 176 class for sure.
So I feel like I'll be able to have advantages and actually progress my table IQ and my strength advantage. I'll be able to figure more things out in that division if that makes sense, and get better quicker.
You should go against Mindagas Terrasitis.
That's a little much of an ask right off the bat.
That'd be a nice shit talking though. There'd be a lot of shit talking back and forth.
Well, that's what I was kind of asking him. Like, do you think you're ready? Are you like top 50? If you jumped into 176 right now, would you be top 50, top 100? Where do you think you'd kind of land?
I would hope to think I'd be top 50 right hand and 176. Yeah, that seems like a good figure. We're gonna find out. Like, this is my target. After Paul match, all goes willing, and I beat him. After that, I have one more guy I plan to call out, and I'll put that out here right now. Sir James English. I want to take out the 2 steroid shorter fellas, and after James English, then I will be cutting down to 176, and my plan is to stay in 176 until at least 45 years old. As long as I can, I want to get top 10 North America at 170. Once I get there, then get my sights on number 1 right hand 176. If and when I accomplish that goal, then that's when I'll start. I'll start. I'll get on the TRT. I'll start doing shit, but nothing heavy. I'll just be more or less doing things to make me stronger and keep my weight down at 176 as I still age. But then once I conquer that realm, yeah, then I'm move up to 198 and do it right. Be 198 with no body fat and completely fucking jacked to the gills. And then if all works out there, then move up again and again. And the way I look at it, the older I get, the and more success I have, the less I'm going to care about certain things that I would have cared about before. So if the money's on the table and the difference is not just arm wrestling, I'm talking about getting into other fields of work through arm wrestling. And people love people when you're the bigger, more jacked guys are, just like anything. Everyone wants to see the heavyweight UFC fighters. Everyone wants to see heavyweight boxing. They don't really care as much about the
there's
guys.
a bias for sure.
Yeah. So once I reach 50, dude, if the money's on the table, I'll set up a plan and really go on like a Levon type fucking cycle. But I'll have a plan for a 5-year plan. Like if I go in that, I'm not super heavyweight. I'll never be a super heavyweight, but I'm talking like heavyweight status. Go in there for 5 years. Fuck it. I don't care if I fucking like at that point, like I'll risk it. It's like kind of like this. If some Harvey Keitel motherfucker I met at a bar, and he says, "Hey kid, we got this fucking heist we're planning," and I know, hey, I could come away with like $2 million, but I got to risk my life pretty much because I'm not going to prison. You know, the cops are gonna have to kill me. Like I right now would take that deal. I would risk it all to be able to get that money to change my life, invest in a real businesses, etc. So the same thing goes to arm wrestling. If I get to a point where success is high enough and I can make it higher and just risk having a heart attack or whatever else, I'll fully fucking be committed and ready to. And the way I look at it, I haven't done anything to jeopardize that, and I will slowly be building myself up like that. Like I said, competing at 176 for as many years as possible. It's going to be a slow build, very tactically, and we'll see when we get there.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Kind of hard to top that.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes left. If anybody wants to, if Dave, have you thought of your favorite song yet?
No, I haven't been making the effort either.
Next week, I want top 10 lists: favorite song, favorite band, favorite movie, favorite album.
Well, no, movies there, but movies I can give you a number, but they're all going to be older ones.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't like new movies?
Well, I mean, I just haven't. I'm not that familiar with many of them. I mean, a lot of from the golden era of the big the widescreen things. Like the Lawrence of Arabia, 10 Commandments,
like East of Eden,
Robin Hood,
all the way back, Charlton Heston. There you go.
Giant.
Yeah, that or I mean, the old the annual tearjerker of It's a Wonderful Life, but
damn,
yeah, Earl Flynn and
Dave,
Robin
have
Hood.
You ever seen 2001?
Have I what?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, that I'd say nothing there. The problem I have of course, that was an Arthur C. Clarke, right? I think the problem with Arthur C. Clarke books, and this is not really answering your question, is they make lots of sense until you get to the last chapter, and then they go off the fucking rails, and you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Well, and so no, I mean, like between, for example, Star Trek, Star Wars. I like the original Star Wars. I would say Star Trek: The Next Generation would be my favorite of the various, but Star Trek, franchises. But Star Trek Dave, I like, science fiction I like, but not Earth.
If you like sci-fi and Star Trek, I will say this: go and watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Number one, it's a visual masterpiece, and in its time, like the special effects and the way they did it, I would say Stanley Kubrick rivals George Lucas for the Star Wars films. If you want to just look at it from that point of view, I would say 2001: A Space Odyssey is a way more realistic and like it's better than Star Wars. It was done better than Star Wars. And if you know the story with the race to the moon and the Russians and the government hired Stanley Kubrick to make this movie to get Americans excited about space travel and etc. It's got a lot of lore and history attached to it. And so I would suggest go watch that movie again, Dave.
And to put some respect on my man Stanley Kubrick, him and Arthur C. Clarke had an agreement. They both started they had like a outline, and they both he was making the movie and Clarke was making the book at the same time. And then once the movie was released, Arthur C. Clarke was upset with Kubrick because it was nothing like his book.
Because
I like Isaac Asimov, or I'd say is my favorite not science fiction writer. Probably Robert Heinlein being second.
Heinlein, okay.
I'm pretty boring with mine. I like H.G. Wells, but I don't really I don't read a lot of science fiction though. So
no, Asimov I like, but nope, those would be that'd probably be about it there.
All right, gentlemen, it is time for Evan's for Beer Man's JAWN to begin. So we'll end it here. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.